killing folks, and welcome to the Glennhardin Theater. I am the Glennhardin. This is a Call of Duty 4 hacked lobby. So check it, wreck it, and let's begin. I pop in the old game, jump into a match of free-for-all, and then this happens. Yeah, fully automatic 203 40mm grenade launcher. Like he's got a frickin' Mark 19 for a primary weapon. I remember this game being very fair and balanced. So I knocked the dust off of it, put it in the console, and was looking forward to some fun competitive gameplay. But I guess that's outside the reach of Sergeant McDouchey Pants. Now let's take a moment to reflect and think about what type of person it takes to play the game in this manner. Someone who's probably not old enough to have a driver's license or even view the content of said game. Look at this. I'm going to slow it down. Flying through the air, fully automatic, noob-tubing son of a bitch. And this is another clip of an aimbot hack. Anyway, now for our feature presentation, which is brought to you by Snarl Toothpaste. From the makers of crystal meth, it's Snarl Toothpaste. Get your snarl on. And by Cocaine Airlines, where hospitality meets pampering, you're sure to feel comfortably numb. Anyway, let's get on with it. Call of Duty 4, free-for-all on District. The classic, the wonderful. I was going through my classes, looking at what I had left on here and what the best weapons were to use, trying to remember what was the most overpowering weapon that I could completely dominate the game with. And I also thought, I was thinking I should bring this up. Overpowered weapons, who cares if they're overpowered? If they are, utilize them. I mean, hell, why would you use something that's weak or something like that? People complain about them so much that even the people who make the game come out with a, what do they call it, an update that nerfs the weapon, makes it weaker. Why do that? Why not make all the other weapons stronger? The reason I play this game is because of the very small amount of hits it takes to kill your enemy. And if you keep nerfing everything, it's going to turn into some other game that you might reach for. But that's old news. Everybody knows it. I'm going to do a little bragging today. I don't usually toot my own horn, but I've been overseas and in Iraq. I used to live in a little fob called Kalsu. I was with Alpha Troop of the 98th Cav, the 155th Brigade Combat Team, Scouts Out. And 4 years after that, I deployed to Tikrit, Iraq, where I only stayed there for about 10 months. It was only a 10-month deployment, which was really cool. Believe me. Since then, I have parted ways with the armed forces. I signed up for 6 years and wound up doing 7. And towards the beginning of that 7th year, the Army just seemed to be not the place for me, because due to the fact that their priorities were just in the wrong place, especially the wrong time, and also place being location, such as they'd worry about very small, minuscule things rather than the safety, like of troops and things like that. If you're walking around the fob, and let's say a mortar round lands on your buddy's head and blows him to bits, you're not going to know what the fuck to do, but you're going to be in the right uniform when you don't know what to do. Now that's just one example, but it's the little things like that that they irritated me so much that I would voice my opinion to anyone. It didn't matter, male, female, officer, NCO, didn't rank regardless. I let them know how I felt about it and how it endangered us. Of course, my newfound courage being that I knew that when this deployment was up, I would no longer be in the military. But I'll tell you, a soldier should know how to watch his buddy's back and kill the enemy before he knows what pair of shoes to wear when. The biggest thing was this reflective belt, the PT belt. It was just this orange glow-in-the-dark, piece of light that you had to strap to you whenever you walked around the fob. If you were in your PTs, your physical training gear, you had to have it on all the time, regardless of day or night. If you were wearing your ACUs, your Army Combat Uniform, the Digiflage or whatever, you had to have it on at night when you're walking around the fob. Well, that just makes no sense. You could see you in the dark. You're not supposed to see people in the dark. But anyway, we were away at a fob one time, and we were in line for chow, and it was dark, and we just rolled in. We're hungry. We just got there, and right before chow closed, we're all piling up at the door, and some master sergeant comes up behind us, and he asks one of my soldiers, he says, "Where's your PT belt there, specialist?" And my soldier looked at him and he goes, "Sir, we just got back from a convoy." And he goes, "My PT belt's back at my other fob." And he said, "Back at your fob? You left it there?" Master Sergeant said, "What are you going to do if you break down on the side of the road?" Well, I butted in and said, "We sure as hell ain't going to wear our fucking PT belts." But that's it. Until my next post. See ya.